Yeah. So yeah, hi Amit. We can start.
Hi, Arbaz. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you.
Yes. So we can start with your review. You can first let me know a little bit about yourself. Where are you coming from? What you're currently doing, and everything.
So, Arbaz, I live in Canada.
Okay.
My background is I'm a computer engineer and I have a master's in business administration. I
Okay.
work in the field of investments. I happen to be a
Okay.
general partner in an investment management company in the US that invests in the stock market.
Mhm. Okay.
So that's what led me to this course.
Okay. And at what point of time you thought like, hey, this is a time to learn Python, and this is I have to do the automation.
Well, essentially, with the advent of technology nowadays, there is
Mhm.
so much that can be done with technology, which, but a decade or 2 decades ago was just not even possible, right? In order to
Okay.
make any kind of trades, like people had to sit on telephones and be calling their brokers. And now there are applications available which you can just go online with a few clicks. You can even sync in
Mhm.
and invest millions of dollars, right, with a few clicks. So lately,
Mhm.
with new technologies coming in, such as automation, trading, artificial intelligence, and access to simple programming techniques such as Python and a breadth of existing libraries that people can just utilize without rewriting code is absolutely immense. And to have that knowledge is paramount to essentially progress in this field. Now, the need could be any. It could be whether you want to automate something or you
Okay.
just want to explore what can be done.
Mhm.
Having an understanding of these kinds of capabilities and technologies is very important. Now, I was looking for about a
Mhm.
year. I was looking for capabilities or courses that I can latch on to and learn.
Mhm.
Now, even though I have an engineering degree, my career just led me in such a way that I didn't do too much programming, but I do have an
Okay.
understanding of basic algorithms. So I took on courses from Udemy. I even tried to read online blog posts, but what ended up happening was I could never really progress much. So
Okay.
last year, just about a year ago, I bought a couple courses from Udemy, but there was no teacher available. Like, it's just
Mhm.
you're listening to some videos. If you do any code, nobody's checking your code. And then, life gets the best of you, and then you just forget about everything.
Mhm.
And when I found out about your program, and
Mhm.
somebody from LinkedIn reached into me, I didn't even know about it. So somebody
Okay.
from LinkedIn reached into me or reached out to me, and I checked, and I thought this was absolutely amazing. So I wanted to give it a shot, and
Okay.
so far, yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So you're coding live with the mentor during the classes, right?
Yes. Sunil is the
Yes.
mentor,
Okay.
and um, what I like about Sunil is
Mm-hmm.
the fact that not only he's not your typical programmer, right?
Okay.
He's a person who has a master's in financial engineering,
Mm-hmm.
and when you speak to him, he is not just he doesn't just speak as a coder, but he seems to have domain level expertise
Okay.
and also mathematical background, which is important for this kind of a field, right?
Mm-hmm.
Finance is not just about
Mm-hmm.
understanding some numbers here and then throwing some money. There's a huge amount of math that goes in. So it's very refreshing to have an instructor of that caliber.
Definitely. And what's your feedback for us right now? Is there things that we can do better to make your experience more smoother in future?
Well, actually, before I get into what I think you could do, let me tell you what I have liked so far.
Okay. Sure.
Something that I absolutely admired is the fact that prior to starting the course, as soon as I signed up to the course, you guys gave me an access to a previous
Yes.
batch where not all, but several of the sessions had been recorded.
Mm-hmm.
And the PowerPoint presentations existed along with the snippets of codes. So
Mm-hmm.
prior to starting
Mm-hmm.
or taking my first class, just after signing it, before taking my first class, I had about a month worth of time. I was able to walk through your whole course. I walked
Okay.
through the whole course, everything that was available. I replicated every single code that was written,
Okay.
and I started developing an understanding of what this course is going to be. Now, certainly, I have not established mastery in everything because that was not my purpose. My purpose was
Mhm.
really to understand, well, where is this really heading? What are
Okay.
the what are the modules where I may not understand too much and I need to understand more? So
Okay.
So as he's been going through strings, for example, like this is only like in the 4th or 5th class. So
Yep.
as he's been going through strings, I
Mhm.
recognized that while going through the lectures from a previous batch, that data structures was going to become very important.
Yes.
I had to understand how I could parse into connected, let's say, lists,
Okay.
and how you send values through classes. So I started paying attention to those, and I started reading up
Mhm.
on that stuff. So as he's now going through, Sunil walks through certain details, and I'm like, okay, that I remember, I don't understand that. So let me ask you that question. So I
Definitely.
asked him that question. He gives me the answer, and that kind of tends to clear up my understanding. Right.
For
So
sure.
that I think has been absolutely phenomenal. Another thing that's been very nice is
Mhm.
the community aspect. So
Okay.
interestingly, just after the first class,
Mm.
somebody reached out to me from among the students. He
Okay.
happened to be an alumni of Cornell University, where I am also I also did my master's from. And this guy
Okay.
lives in Singapore and works in the financial market. So that community aspect is kind of working very cool. So that's what I
Yes.
have
Yes.
liked. Now, what I
Okay.
would truly continue to like
Mhm.
for an individual such as me, Arbaz, I'm not looking for
Mm.
a job, right?
Okay.
I'm doing it to enhance my understanding,
Enhancement.
explore other, see whatever comes out.
Yes.
For me, what would be interesting is if we could have a community that continues hereafter, where
Mhm.
people kind of share their snippets of codes, their
Mhm.
ideas. If I run into a problem, I
Collaborate.
have somebody who can just say, hey, I'm running into this issue. Do you know how to solve this? That would be
Okay.
really cool. I'm
Mm.
also very interested in seeing that how do I take advantage of existing set of libraries that are there.
Definitely.
So I know how to go and fetch that information and become more independent on my own, right?
Mhm.
Like there will be many people here who are
Mhm.
because people belong to different backgrounds. Some may be looking for
Yes.
jobs. I've noticed some are newbies, but
Mhm.
there are some who are, again, they're not looking for jobs.
Okay. So people are already said like they are head of trading, head of departments, but they still want to learn Python, right? To
Yeah.
understand more the possibilities and everything.
Yeah, and again, I think the concept goes beyond Python. I don't think it's just
Mhm.
Python, right?
Okay.
Python is just a tool you utilize. It's
Mhm.
by having this kind of a platform knowledge, I
Mhm.
assume
Mhm.
that an individual will be able to enhance what they're doing right now,
For
explore
sure.
new opportunities. And when you
Mhm.
come and meet other like-minded individuals, who knows
Mhm.
what kind of new opportunities come out, right? These could be investment opportunities, business opportunities, right? Those
For
kinds of
sure.
individuals will also be available.
Mm. For sure. Yeah. So yes,
I
thank
hope
you
that
so
answers the
much.
question.
It's completes everything from start to end, the exact thing that we were looking for in this. So
Great.
thank you so much for your time. Thanks for your kind words, and we are hoping to build our community more and more stronger. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too.